Hello folks and welcome to something a little bit different for you on the channel today as we approach Football Manager 2020. It's got me into reflection mode, thinking about how I got where I am today as a full-time Football Manager content creator. Indulge me in a moment. Allow me to tell you a story. This is the analytics page of my YouTube channel. I don't normally show people this. That's a worrying statistic. Since I started my channel on the 17th of October 2015, I've lost 14,000 subscribers. I've lost more subscribers than I ever thought I would get. That's a worry. I've still got 55,000 of them left though. And this is the shape of where those subscribers arrived. And as you'd expect, trust me, this is going somewhere. As you'd expect, the majority of these new subscriber days coincide with the release of a new Football Manager game. So there we go. We got nearly 500 subscribers that day. That's November last year. That was a busy month or so. Just here. I'm not sure what happened in February 2018. I'm sure something happened that day to get me 200 subscribers. But going back to November of the previous year, 2017, we had a couple of days where we were getting 500-ish subscribers a day. That was the release the year before, so November 2016. We had a few hundred subscriber days. The release of the game before is there, I think. It's around there. It's around the time that I started. But you can see that the big day, the day that I got more subscribers than any other day was the 6th, no, that would be the 4th of June, won't it? 4th of June 2016, where I got 626 subscribers in one day. What happened on that one day? I hear you cry. Those of you who were around back then might remember, because that is the day when Work the Space featured me in a series that he used to do called his Football Manager of the Month. And he featured my channel. Loads of people came over to subscribe. And really, I consider that the starting point of me getting big on YouTube, because at that point you can see it's all kind of just bumbling along. We got a big spike there though, and then we started to get bigger and bigger spikes as new games came out, and obviously the games coming out has been a big part of that. But I still credit Jack with a huge amount of thanks for getting my channel off the ground and getting me where I am today. So I thought it was time to give back, do my own version of that. Especially because, weirdly, I've now got more subscribers than Jack had back then when he did that. Obviously, he's still got way more than me, but back when he did that for me, he had less than 50,000 subscribers and made that kind of impact on my channel, which at the time I probably had maybe 2,000 subscribers, and he absolutely hurled new people at me, and it was brilliant. So I'd like to think by featuring some smaller up and coming content creators myself, I can have a similar impact on their channel. So I am relying on you lot to make me look as cool as Work the Space and go and subscribe to the channels I'm about to show you in your droves. But which channels should you subscribe to? I don't know. I don't watch much YouTube, so I asked you lot. I put this tweet out last week. Who are the best Football Manager content YouTubers I've never heard of? I'm planning on doing a couple of creator showcases in the run up to FM20. I am going to have to do a couple. There's 5 that I'm going to feature in this video. There must have been 20 or 30 names that come up on here. I have watched almost all of them. Maybe some of the ones that have just come in I haven't got around to watching videos for yet, but I've watched a lot of Football Manager YouTube in the last week, and I have picked out from these submissions. I haven't put any personal friendships or alliances or anything like that into this. If you weren't submitted on here, that's why you didn't have a chance to go become a part of this. But of the ones that were submitted on here, these were the 5 that I found most entertaining. Cut to the next bit, Kev, for goodness sake. Cut to the next bit, he says. Does past Kev not realise that future Kev needs to make a few quid? Obviously, we're talking about Football Manager 2020 here. You know I've got a Football Manager discount code for FM2020. Or FM20. I've got to stop calling it FM2020. But here is an example of how my discount code works. The link should be on the screen somewhere for you now, both whether you're in the EU or in the rest of the world. But as you can see, using my discount code, which is LOLLUJO. I don't know why it puts LOLLUJO FM in there. If you just type in LOLLUJO on the 2Game website, you get a 10% discount. This applies to anything on the 2Game website. It's not just for Football Manager, but for Football Manager, their current price is £32.99. With my discount code, it means you can get FM20 using my discount code for £29.69p. Like I say, the links for both EU and rest of the world are down in the description below. If it doesn't show up with the discounted price, you'll just have to put the discounted code LOLLUJO in as well. But it's the cheapest price I've found. It's much cheaper than Steam. I will appreciate you using my link to buy your copy of the game. Now we can pass back to Kev, and he'll show you 5 Football Manager content creators that he likes, because he hates money, apparently. Here you go then. The first one is TomFM. TomFM is actually someone I've had a couple of chats with via the old DMs recently, because Tom revealed to me that he actually started doing YouTube off the back of my challenge to get Football Manager content creators up to 10,000 from a couple of years ago. It was one of my New Year's resolutions. I wanted to get loads of creators up to 10,000 subscribers, and he has hit it. He's on 11,500 subscribers, which is awesome. He's been doing YouTube a couple of years. Let's have the reason I've got the headphones on. Let's have a look at his most recent video for an example of his work. So he's got some experiments on his channel. He's got his Lincoln series, which is awesome. He's got some F1 stuff on here as well. But do we want to spoil his most recent videos? Let's have a look and see what he considers to be his best video, presumably, which is his channel trailer, the Lincoln Loco 2 with Lincoln United. Over to Tom. One thing I have noticed with all of these creators is if I was starting doing Football Manager YouTube now, I don't think I'd make it to 1,000 subscribers, because the production quality and the level of editing and skill that goes into these videos now. Oh no. Go back and watch my first videos. Oh my word. I could not compete in this landscape. It is difficult, but back to this.
Hello and welcome to the Lincoln Loco. That introduction music, what a throwback. That really puts me in the mood to play some Football Manager, and especially Football Manager with a team based in Lincoln.
There you go. Green screen, proper presenting skills, clear, clean shaven, no glasses. I mean, there's areas he could improve on. He could get a beard and a pair of glasses, but otherwise it's well edited together content, well presented. It's just good stuff. That's why he's managed to amass 11,500 subscribers in just a couple of years. Go and subscribe to TomFM, like with all the other creators that I'm going to feature in this video. Their link is down in the description. I want to see that on 12,500 subscribers by the time I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. Please make me look as cool as Work the Space. I need you to make the difference to these channels that he made to mine. I want to be the cool one. Next channel. So next up, we've got Grey Hair Gaming, who is just over 5,000 subscribers, as you can see. Got loads of different videos and different playlists here on the channel, dating back a number of versions of Football Manager. I'm sure you've probably come across Grey Hair Gaming in the past. I certainly have. I find these particularly interesting. There haven't been any that are really recent, but I like seeing all this stuff, going behind the scenes and looking at analytics and stuff. That's really cool. More people should do that. I'm not going to do that, but more people should do that, because I like to watch it. I just don't want to share it myself. Well, I did at the start of this video. We're not going to look at experiments. Kev doesn't do experiments, but let's have a look in the most recent videos. So we have an ongoing Let's Play series, a couple of them. In fact, we've got the experiments and the Let's Play itself, plus some kind of discount code. We'll scroll over that quickly. Use my discount code. But here we go. Let's have a little example of his work.
Right now, but let's roll the intro, and then I'll show you these guys, and then I'm gonna keep going forward. I'm not as angry as I was the last time you saw me. All right, my friends, welcome back in. By my calculations, which are probably wrong, this is episode 191. We are 9 episodes away.
See, again, green screen, good editing style, good presenting style, confident presenting ability. I wasn't planning on doing this, but just refer you back to my early videos. I couldn't have competed. It's ridiculous. Have a look at my oldest videos. Compare what you've just seen from those two with... I mean, I'll be fair to myself. I won't even pick my first video. I'll pick the first episode of the first NonLeague To Legend. It's had 51,000 views now, but listen to the difference and look at the difference. I couldn't have competed. That's the best I could do for an intro. Just a static screen that I made in PowerPoint.
Hello and welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of NonLeague To Legend. I'm Kev, and as you can see, I've just been appointed as the manager of Boston United.
We can't see that, Kev. You've not moved the screen on yet.
In the Conference North. And the very first thing that struck me from being appointed as manager.
Recorded on a headset microphone, on a MacBook Air, no face cam. Not as good as either of those two you've just seen. Not as good as the stuff you're about to see. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to me over the years. I got away with that one, didn't I? Next up is someone I had the pleasure of meeting at some of the Football Manager World Esports Championship FMWEC events that I went to over the last year or so. He's Artista. I never really know how to say that word. He's a lot better at Football Manager than I am, to the point where he can make videos about actual tactics, which obviously I can't do because I don't know how they work. He does. He is a proper tactic genius, as he's shown in the FMWEC tournaments. But he also has his Manchester United save ongoing. So let's have a little look at this
95 points. We are aiming to break the league record. I want a goal difference of over 100.
Hold on, this is what I wanted to show you.
Last time you were with us was the Watford
Look
game.
at those results.
7-1 on the City.
Look at those results. Utterly absurd. I mean, I don't even know how you do stuff like that. He's changing formations and stuff. Man's a tactical genius. And look how happy he is about it as well. He knows he's a tactical genius. Rubbish. Go and subscribe to Artista. 1.65k subscribers. We're going to get him over 2,000 subscribers. I am certain of it. Next up, we have Fandango, who has a channel that has some Football Manager, plus some non-Football Manager football-y stuff on there. And I think there's a travesty going on at the moment, because his non-FM stuff gets far more views than his FM stuff. And we need to turn that around. We need to get people watching his Football Manager stuff more than they're watching his football stuff. Football Manager, better than football. I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million more. When we need to prove it on Fandango's channel. And again, clear presenting style.
Don't get caught up before we crack on with today. We're going to do a 3-game special today, because we've got 3 huge games all back to back. We now know who we're facing off against as well in the next round of the Carabao Cup. But since last episode, ladies...
I mean, it's edited professionally. It's well presented. He's confident on camera. It's just good stuff. It's only had 26 views. We need to fix that. I wasn't able to do stuff. Well, I still can't edit to this quality with some of the flashy stuff that he's got going on screen. But I wasn't that confident on camera for years. Just go and subscribe to him. And also, because I've just noticed it myself when I was looking at his channel, I know I'm going to get some smarty pantses down in the comments saying, Kev, you recommended this channel. We can see from the little red bars that you've hardly watched any of their videos. Firstly, I'm quite open about the fact I've hardly watched any of their videos, but I have watched more than this, because I was watching them all off of Twitter, and when I'm on my phone and I watch stuff and I click on the link to a channel from Twitter, it doesn't log me into my YouTube. So I was making my shortlist, sat on my phone basically every morning this week, sat on my phone on the toilet. No, not sat on my phone, sat with my phone on the toilet, going through, and I'd watch a couple of videos every morning just from clicking on them from Twitter. So I wasn't logged in. That's why it doesn't show. Smarty pants. There, see? Some of you have already typed it and I've got to go back and edit it now, haven't you? Yeah. Right, let's have our last one. Last one is Access Euphoria. It's another chap who I have met in fact, all of these, I think with the exception of Grey Hair Gaming, I've met everybody else through, whether it's through the FMWEC or through the FM Charity Cup or wherever else it might have been. I've got about a bit in this whole FM community, but this is Access Euphoria's channel. You can see he's got a series going on at the moment that initially started on Twitch but is now turned into a YouTube series. He's another one who's much better at tactics than me, as shown by the fact that he did the esports thing. But look at this. It's annoying.
Greetings gamers, welcome to the Pagon series, and it's now transferred over to a standard YouTube recording style.
I feel bad for anyone trying to get into YouTube content creation now, that this is the standard. This is like entry level standard now. This level of confidence, green screen, face cam, editing, just flow of video. I'm so glad I started when I did. But it's another one. I mean, they've all had. I was looking for similar things from all of these creators. I was looking for actual quality. I didn't want to find creators who were, hold on, real talk, get my face up big. I didn't want to just recommend a load of creators who were as rubbish as I was at the start. I wanted to recommend the people who were clearly taking it seriously, had taken the time to learn how to talk on camera confidently, to learn how to make engaging content, learn how to edit. They've spent some time and some effort and some money getting some decent kit, so their sound quality is good, their video quality is good. And I think all 5 of those creators that I've just shown you meet all of those criteria. You won't be disappointed by their production standards, their ability to keep you engaged in a video, their ability to talk to camera, to just be good at making YouTube videos. And they just happen to be making them about Football Manager. And that's why you should go and subscribe to them, because obviously you like Football Manager content. That's why you're here on this channel in the first place. Don't stop watching mine. I still have bills to pay. So on the back of that, don't forget to use my discount code for FM20. Don't know if I mentioned it, but go and subscribe to these guys as well. And like I say, the whole goal of this, as much as some people might see this as Kev trying to do a nice thing, really I'm just trying to look cooler than work the space. So he did it for me. We got 626 subscribers in a day. I want to do it for 5 people at the same time, with each one of them getting more than 626 people. So what I want you to do is obviously like this video, subscribe to this channel, but also subscribe to all 5 of those as well. And when you've done that, mention down in the comments, Kev, I've subscribed to all of them, because I think that would just be really, really cool, because they deserve it. They're putting the effort in and they're good at what they do. So go and subscribe to those guys, and by all means use the comments as well to suggest other smaller up and coming creators that I should feature on another video like this in the run up to FM20, to give you an idea of how the schedule is going to look on Sundays between now and FM20. I'm kind of going to rotate this as a series with Home Versus, which I announced on Twitter last week as well, so expect to see that next Sunday, and then another like content creator shout out thing in 2 weeks time. So you got plenty of time to suggest more. I've got plenty of time to sit on the toilet watching their videos. Everyone wins. Easy peasy. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.